welcome back to my channel. It's so weird to say. Anyways, today I'm going to be showing you guys my nursing school essentials. I divided my essentials into 4 different categories. I did my basics, so like my stethoscope and stuff. I did a clinical section, so things that have helped me with clinicals. I did a study / organization section, and I did a random section, and I also made a little infographic kind of thing, and I'll link it down below. It just shows my nursing school essentials divided into those 4 categories and has little graphics and stuff. I'm going to try to link everything that I have down below, but if I can't find the link to that specific thing, I'll link something similar. Let's get started. So the first thing is my stethoscope. So I have my stethoscope. It's right here. Do I look like a nurse? No! It is a Littmann Classic 3 stethoscope. It's just a classic stethoscope, but I love it. It's classic, it's basic. It's so easy to hear heart sounds with it, very clear lung sounds, and then obviously you can switch it. It's very comfortable. Littmann also has on their website, I don't know if they still have it, but they had on their website somewhere where you could go and they would give you extra little earbuds, I guess they're called, just in case they like wore out or anything. So if I can find it, I'll link it down below. My other basic is my stethoscope case. I just got a basic black one. It has 2 little zippers, and then it opens up and you can keep your things in here. It's just really helpful so that you don't have your stethoscope lying around in your backpack or like on the floor or anything. It's really expensive, you don't want to damage it. Next thing I'm going to show you guys is my watch. I know people use their Apple Watches, but 1, it's not allowed in our program. 2, nursing is so messy. You're gonna get vomit, you're gonna get poop, you're gonna get pee on your watch. Why would you want to do that to your expensive watch? What I got is this little waterproof watch. Yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna focus, but this is from Amazon. I'll link it down below. But there's very cheap waterproof watches at Walmart, at Target, anywhere. I would really recommend using a waterproof watch just so that you're not getting your other expensive watches dirty. And if it gets dirty, it's very easy to clean. If it breaks, you can just get another one. My next basic essential is compression socks. I got mine, I think I got like a big pack. I think it was like a 25 pack from Amazon. They're really helpful and help your little legs throughout clinicals and help you feel less tired. My next essential is my nursing school shoes. Mine are these. I'll link them down below. They're so dirty because I haven't used them since my last clinical, which was I don't know when. They're so comfy. I really recommend these. I know Skechers has some nursemaids and there's different brands that have them, but these are my favorite. And then my last basic essential is a lunch bag and a water bottle or coffee bottle. So my lunch bag is lost. So I'm gonna put a picture here of what I got. I got it from Target. You're gonna need a lunch bag to take your lunch for clinicals or for school, because it can be so easy to just go and get Chick-fil-A every time you're at the hospital, but not only is that expensive, that's not healthy. So lunch bag it is. That concludes my basic essentials. Next section is my clinical essentials. So I'm just going over a few basic things that have helped me through clinicals, but I plan on doing a video talking about what I take to clinicals to go more in depth, but right now I'll just mention some items that have helped me a lot. My number 1 is little notepads. I don't think I saw any of this on a video or anything, but I remember when I was going through clinicals, I was constantly like writing on my hand or writing on my gloves. I was like, why don't I just take a little notepad? These are like, I think this was 2 for $1, and I just take it, and whenever my nurse was getting shift report, I would just write, because sometimes they wouldn't write it down and they would just try to remember and they would forget, and they'd be like, do you remember? I'd be like, yes I do, I wrote it down. Obviously you'll throw it away after because HIPAA. And then I also write down things that I learned, like if I learned something new about a disease or if I learned a new skill. I like writing these things down in here and then transferring them to my notes. My next clinical essential is alcohol pads, and the reason I got this was because sometimes I couldn't go to like the nurse station to a patient's room to go get alcohol pads. So if I needed to give someone a shot or if I needed to clean my stethoscope, I just pull one of these babies out and use it. So they come like this. And sometimes also nurses forget, or like they're so busy, so they forget to get an alcohol pad, and you'd be like, I got one, I got you. just looks really nice that you're prepared. My next essential is my little pocket organizer. And here I keep like my nursing essentials. Something that has really come in handy is this marker, because you know at the hospital they have to write like when the incoming nurse comes, she has to write her information, her name, everything, the patient's goal, and sometimes they don't have any whiteboard markers. You just look very prepared if you're like, oh, I got you. It's a good impression to show your nurse that you're prepared, and it's just really helpful. You keep it in your pocket, and instead of like having everything all over the place in your pocket, this organizes everything. You know you always have everything. My next clinical essential, a plastic folder. It's really helpful if it's a plastic folder, so that if you lay it down on a surface in a patient's room, you can just get an alcohol wipe and clean it down. My next just nursing school essential in general is a little clipboard that everybody talks about. This little foldable clipboard. Is it backwards? It's backwards. Like I said, with the plastic folder, it's really nice that you can just clean this with a wipe if you put it down. This fits perfectly in my scrub pocket. I really love this. My next section is my study materials and my organization materials. The first thing that helps me be organized is binders. I personally use a binder for each subject. I'll show you what mine looks like. So this right here, it's only for women's health. For each exam, you're tested over a section of material. So what I like to do is I color code them. So like for this exam, I had blue. For this exam, I had purple, stuff like that. I just find it really helpful, and if I need anything, I know everything is gonna be in here. It's just nice to be organized. Another thing that I started implementing this past semester is little file folders. I just labeled them, so this is like my women's health one. I keep my exam information divided in these folders. Let me show you my adult health one. Like I said, I label it and then I divide them into different exams. So this just helps me be organized. I started implementing this because after my first semester, when it came to finals, I realized that I had lost my notes from previous exams. I had to like use notes from my book, or just like little notes that I found when I took hours writing down notes from previous lectures. So if I have this, I know I have material from every exam. The next thing I have on here is whiteboards and whiteboard markers. I have 3 whiteboards. I have a big one that I use to study, and then my second one I used to quiz myself, and then my third one is just a little tiny one that I take on the go. Whiteboards aren't really necessary, but it's my essential, definitely. That's how I study factual information, and then I use my books to implement those facts that I learned. My next organizational essential is a planner. For this one, usually at the beginning of the semester, I write down all my due dates for my syllabus, and I have them color coded. So let me show you. Haha, this is from first semester. I don't know how I survived that, but I did it. Anyways, I use this, and then I also use like my whiteboard calendar, and then I also use Google Calendar so that it's synced to my phone and my laptop, and anytime I have a due date, it'll notify me just so I remember. My final organization or study essentials is my NCLEX book that I mentioned last time, and my dosage and calculations book. Like I said before, this is a holy grail. I think this is something everybody needs, and they also provide you with like a code so you can use online and do practice questions online, which is what I do with my friends when I review. If there's something that you really need, I would definitely recommend getting this. It's a little bit pricey, but it's so worth it, and you'll use it your entire nursing school journey and to study for the NCLEX. The next book that I mentioned was my dosage and calculations book. I use this because it has a lot of practice questions, and that's what I use before our dosaging and calculations exam. That's it for the study material. Last but not least is my random section. This is just random things that have helped me through nursing school. I don't know how else to explain it. I use an essential oils diffuser, and I also use a candle. So this is my diffuser, but I think I'm gonna get a new one because this one's pretty worn out. I usually use this the night before exams just to kind of try to relax me as much as I can. I like to think that it's helping me. Maybe it's just my head, but who knows? I also love studying with candles in the background. I don't know, it puts me in a calm, relaxed state, and I just feel more productive. Maybe it's just because it's such a part of my routine, but I really love candles. My next random thing that I want to talk about is little headbands. I just use little headbands to get my hair out of my face. Like these headbands. Let me model them for you. I said 5-head gang. They very much keep my hair out of my face, or like just basic ones like this one. First of all, they look cute and they also keep your hair out of your face. So my other random essential is something that I started using this semester as well. Earplugs, which I'm like out of. I think I have, they look gross. These are really nice when you, like for me, I like to study with no noise. I usually use these or I play white noise. I started using them this past semester, especially because we finished our semester on Zoom, obviously, so we had to take our exams on Zoom. Whether it's noise from like inside my house or just cars zooming by, they can distract me very easily. So I found these to be really helpful when taking exams and when studying. My last random essentials I said was to pack snacks. I take these to clinicals, I take these to school. I'm just always snacking because I'm always hungry, especially if you're gonna work really long 12-hour shifts or you're gonna be in school for the whole day. I like to pack little snacks. I try to do healthy ones, but that doesn't always work out. I think that pretty much covers everything. If you have any other nursing school essentials that you use, let me know down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.